are performing. Let's take a look at it real quick. Let's just look at the stats. Yo, what up, Butters? Let's take a look at the stat rankings for 95th percentile right now. Rogues are about to pass Warriors? Possibly? Melee Hunters got nerfed. Let's change this to 1 day. Ooh! Ooh. That nerf must have been bad for Hunters, boys. Holy crap. I was not expecting that. Look at range hunters moving up in the pack. Melee hunters went from 1st to 4th with the nerf. And yeah, casters still suck. Ellie Shaman is now over Fire Mage. So the Ellie Shaman buffs have brought Ellie Shamans from like last to 1st for casters. Dang. And then range hunters have just blown past Ferals and Rets. And now they're 5th in overall DPS. I have a feeling these numbers will slowly start to change as the week goes on. Maybe it'll even be more so where melee keeps coming down and range hunters get nerfed. Once the changes go over to EU as well. Give it another day or two, and we should probably start to see these even out a bit more. Wow, this was a massive change. Melee hunters coming down finally off of 1st place. They've been there since week 1. And Ellie Shamans jumping like 4 or 5 positions. So just subtle, small changes that they made have really made a large difference in the class balance. And I hope to see all these start to come a little bit closer together. And maybe the melee not so far ahead of the casters by the end of the week and maybe by the end of the season here. As an Ellie Shaman, nice. Yeah, Ellie Shaman, I'm sure you guys are rejoicing about that one. Melee Hunter, very sad right now. It is what it is. Ranged Hunter gives a buff to the other classes. So Ranged Hunter maybe should be slightly under Melee Hunter. But the True Shot Aura is always going to be more overall DPS for the group. So I can see why they maybe want Range Hunters to be underperforming Melee Hunters. But I'm not sure how they're going to balance the classes out for level 60. All right, let's see if we have any casters in the top 700 now. Alondo has been rank 1 world for a really long time, but it looks like he hasn't parsed since April 18th. Wow, this warrior, Sapato, is doing 1800 DPS on average on every single fight. That is unreal. 150 DPS ahead of everybody. Is he doing anything special? Let's look at his gear. He's using Cobra Fang and Flurry Axe. Double extra chance on hit. I was kind of wondering if that was going to be Biss. I'm pretty sure I asked chat the other day and I was like, yo, wouldn't double extra attack be Biss? I was thinking about putting Thrash Blade in my offhand, but I can see how Flurry Axe would be even better. Having a fast offhand weapon, proving to be very good DPS. Wow. All right. Whirlwind Slam, execute deep one. It looks like he's full fury. Full fury here with blacksmithing. And is he using sappers? I don't see him using sappers. He's using Dragon's Breath Chili, but no sappers. So what's his other profession? Are we able to tell what his other profession is? It's got to be what, like enchanting or something, right? Because he's probably taking a flat buff. Yeah, it's got to be enchanting. That's the highest DPS for a secondary profession. He's probably just taking the flat damage buff attack power from enchanting, right? If he's not using sappers and he doesn't have the risks, he's just using berserker bracers from Warsong. Okay, number 1 DPS in the world. There you go. Enchanting with blacksmithing for number 1 right now. Let's check the homepage really fast and see if there is anybody else. Any casters? Any casters on the first 7 pages? Last week, there wasn't a caster until we got to the 700s. Let's see when our first ranged DPS is. There are prot warriors. We do have a ranged hunter. We do have a few ranged hunters in the 200s. Were there any ranged hunters in the previous page? No. Okay, so the first ranged character is 228. Yeah, gladiator stance warriors are really pumping right now. That is a crazy spec. I can't believe that they're on page 2. Tanks are on page 2, and casters are not in the top 400 so far. I'm looking for the number 1 caster in the world, boys. Nope. How about 500? Top 600, maybe? Nope. Top 700, maybe? Is it getting worse? There's got to be 1 caster in the top 700, right? No. There's got to be a caster in the top 800. There's got to be 1 caster in the top 800 players in the world, right? Yes? Please? Blizzard? Are you kidding? Where are they? Top 900? There is no way. Don't even tell me that there's no casters in the top 1,000 players in the world. This is unreal. What? Guys, we're in 1,000 players and I can't find a caster. Uh, 1,100 players? What is going on? This can't be happening. 1,200? There's no way. Do I have WoW log set to something crazy? This is all classes, all factions. We're down to 1,200 DPS. Our caster's not even capable of 1,200 DPS right now? Taco, here he is. Oh my god, Taco. Last week, Taco was ranked 750. What in the world? Is this the first guy? Rank 1,399? The top mage is rank 1,005? Are you sure? Did I pass him? No, it's not. 1,005 is a hunter. I think the top caster in the world across all fights in the raid is ranked almost 1400, and it's Taco. He's the top caster in the world. Unless there's an Ellie that's past him now. Right here. $1,055. Oh, $1,055? Was there a mage? $1,055 is a hunter named Lethal Shots. I think you guys are looking at the wrong thing. You can't do any filters. You have to just go to the home page and then click next right here. Sort by boss fight DPS. Yeah. Yeah, there is one caster in the top 1400 players in the world. This is on bosses, guys. This is on all bosses. This is on bosses only. You are not looking at bosses, AJ. If I click this button, this is the button for all boss and trash, and then you'll start seeing mages. Mages are number one if you filter trash into the raid, but that's for speed runs. Yeah. Just on parsing for single target bosses, I mean, to be honest, warriors should be number one. And the reason that is that these fights are really short and warriors have 30-minute cooldowns. Like, nobody else in the game has crazy powerful 30-minute cooldowns. So, in a way, like, warriors are meant to be number one DPS. But these other classes, it doesn't make sense to me why all these other melee are just that much stronger than all of the casters. There has to be some kind of rework coming soon. And I really hope that Blizzard does it, soon, because one caster in the top 1400 players in the world is definitely a sign that your game is imbalanced. What's the first person that you know personally? What do you mean? Like first caster? Oh, like a friend in the top 100? I don't know. I mean, Dylano's kind of been the number one mage for a long time. I'm not really in parse runs, so if I was in a parsing guild, I mean, I would probably be in the top 100, I think, but right now, top 100, I mean, Alondo, I mean, he's the one I know the best because he's a streamer. Zatara was the number one hunter last phase for melee. Yeah. So there you go. That's it, boys. That's the top DPS for week 4. It's just a straight melee show with warriors doing 700 more DPS than the top mage or warlock.